The slight improvement in economic growth has been welcomed by economists, but they are quick to point to several headwinds on the horizon. These include the electricity supply constraints and other structural impediments that are hindering growth. Stats SA says strong growth was recorded in manufacturing, trade, catering and accommodation, as well as finance. The agriculture sector also grew, mainly due to the increased production of horticulture products. But the mining sector contracted by just over 1%, with the decreased production reported for platinum group metals, iron ore and gold.
I don't think it's a cause for celebration. I think all it does is tell us that the economy is not collapsing completely. But one must bear in mind that a lot of negative developments took place in the second quarter that we are in right now, including the floods in KwaZulu-Natal and including intensified load shedding, both of which, and on top of that, we've had big increases in fuel prices that are eroding disposable income, and we had further increases in interest rates. So I don't think one should celebrate the first quarter figures. It was nice that we did reasonably well during that quarter, but one must expect economic growth to have slid during the second quarter.
It's expected that the rising inflation and interest rates will have a dampening effect on growth by limiting consumers' ability to spend.
The first quarter is not looking too bad from a consumer perspective. I think the second quarter is going to be under some pressure. We know that the cost of food has gone up. We know the cost of fuel has gone up significantly. I think that's going to press down on consumer confidence, and that means that people will, apart from needing to spend more on food and fuel, be spending less on more big ticket items like appliances and vehicles. So a bit of a mixed picture. The GDP data looking good from a consumer perspective, but if we think of what could and is already happening in the second quarter, maybe not as great news.
With second quarter growth expected to show a bit of a slump, analysts say this suggests employment prospects will remain bleak for the foreseeable future. The recovery in the local economy is also expected to continue to be stifled by external factors like the effects of the Ukraine-Russia conflict as well as supply chain disruptions. Doria Sefako Musi, SABC News, Johannesburg.